Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough, or even acquisitions. Last episode, we had a few little battles here and there. We had some losses with our poor hovercraft, and we are getting absolutely buried under these turning point scenarios that are popping up. We do still have out of three of our strategic objectives completed. We just need to finish scouting the planet here, basically, and then we can decide whether we want to stick around or not, considering we've completed the job. And there was something I wanted to go over, which is house rules for the campaign. I've been kind of arbitrarily coming up with them as I play through. Again, this is my first playthrough of this stuff. So this is what I've come up with. And here we go. So the first house rule is raid type missions. So like objective raid and resource raid, things like that, whatever it is. Planetary raid. We can complete those, which means you go in and hit the complete button on the mission. After all the main objectives are met, and the area of operations map has been fully scouted, and you have a positive campaign score. So save that. Player may linger on the players. Players may linger on the contract longer for salvage or whatever personal reasons you might have for roleplay, whatever. Second rule, you use the unit market only for combat units. So that's your only way of getting combat units for the most part, except for things like support vehicles, basically like mash trucks, the canteens, convoy transport, security infantry, things that aren't basically appearing. I don't think they ever will appear on the unit market, so you can't really get them anyhow. You can go to purchase unit with that. Third rule is the map edge is defined as 3 hexes from any edge, basically the same as your normal deployment zones. Number 4, after each contract is completed, the player may use C-bills to purchase one available by the timeline unit from purchase units for each month the contract lasted. So if you did a 2-month contract, you can purchase 2 units with your money from the unit market, or not unit market, but purchase units, as long as it's available, to you, basically. GM mode, you can use it to fix mistakes. We used it, I think, last time around to like undeploy a something that I deployed the wrong lands to the wrong hex or something like that. There's also a chance that units might be bugged or whatever. Just do what makes sense. It's your game. Number 6, specialty ammo can be used if it can be acquired with logistics officers and fits into the timeline. We've been seeing a lot of specialty ammunition being used by the enemy, like swarm ammo for LRMs, things like that. And finally, during offensive contracts like raids, like we're on now, planetary assaults, raids, things like that, if you've not failed a defend dropship type scenario, it's assumed that you still have a dropship on the planet and you can change your repair site to facility basic. And during defensive contracts, it's assumed you have access to facility maintenance area for repairs. Basically, you can do anything except for the factory facility, like factory conditions during defensive. And that's it. Those are the rules we're going to keep playing by here. Better late than never coming with this stuff. So let's go to our briefing room. We have 2 missions today. Destroy the hostile artillery base, which we really need to do. They have a gigantic force, it looks like. This is going to be really ugly. We have this. Do we have anything we could transfer over to help? Not particularly. We could send over the Valkyrie to help with Baker Lance. Guess we'll worry about that afterwards. Let's see how this airbase mission goes. This could be a really nasty one too. So the mission is to we don't have to worry about capturing the facility. We just need to destroy 75% of Op 4 and air garrison. And then this is we could do this as like a secondary mission to just render the facility inoperative, maybe. All right. Well, I'm kind of afraid of this mission because I don't know how well we can do with shooting down aircraft. But we'll see. We'll have to keep our units fairly close together, maybe. We do have some pretty good allies here, not too shabby. And then the enemy air garrison is pretty powerful, especially if they're dropping bombs on us, which I'm afraid of. But we'll try to stay a little bit closer to. All right, so they're deploying, I think, in the center. They are. So let's do our offensive minefields here. So they'll be in here somewheres. Let's put a minefield right here, this intersection. Again, we're looking for choke points like that. Maybe we'll put one down here. Yeah, because we can go around it if necessary. And then we'll put one right here. And we'll put one right here. And we're going to hope for the best. Look at that. There's the enemy. We've got a friendly Warhammer and a friendly Viper. We don't want to start out on the ice, although it won't really hurt us since we're going to be moving off the ice fairly quickly. This is a ER large laser turret. It's pretty dang good. This is a SRM turret, medium lasers, and AC2. And they should have mechs and whatnot inside the facility. We'll put some of our faster units over here to start out with. All right, we got double Phoenix Hawk and 2 Warhammers. And here comes the artillery. So we can't linger for long because the artillery will start landing. Let's see, they've got a Victor and a Vedette tank. They've got a Grasshopper. This looks like a Wolverine. That is a Wolverine. And this is a Zeus. Okay. Fine. So let's start working our way downtown, walking fast. Well, Zeus is going through the buildings. What is that? This is pavement. That's that's okay. The fact that we're going into an urban environment, these Phoenix Hawks should really help us out because I've been using the Awesome as a sort of battering ram to this point. Actually, I think I can just keep going straight here. There we go. The Warhammers are much more suited to city fighting also. Here come all the aircraft. This is going to be really obnoxious if we can't knock some of them down. Not in arc, huh? Not in arc. There we go. I'm going to unload on him. Dang, yeah, it's going to be the rear arc, basically. All right, well, one shot. We can twist this direction and try to target this guy. And we can twist that direction and do the same thing. Fire and fire. We're going to overheat a bit, but we really need to try to knock these guys down if possible. Twist this way. I think we might be good. There we go. It's a couple shots. Heating up early on, but we don't really have anything else to shoot at anyway. The goal here is just, if possible, try and knock somebody down. We don't have any anti-air units with us, otherwise. Yep, dive bombing. That Warhammer's. This is why I'm afraid of the bombs. Cool, we hit the sensors. Yep, we're just getting absolutely annihilated by bombs here. And we did score some hits. Alright, so the Awesome got battered. But if I don't push him too much into the city, uh-oh, something happened down here. Oh, they dropped a minefield on us as well. Isn't that great? What is this? Oh, hey, he crashed. That's pretty sweet. I don't see. There's another one. He's out of control. He could very well fly off the map. So the Awesome. It took a little bit of armor damage, not too bad. I'm going to take some leg damage here, I think. Actually, let's move something else first. Let's move this Warhammer out of here. He's on pavement. Is he just running? Yeah, he's running super hot. So I'm just going to walk him over here. Get him out of the minefield. Get him out of the inferno that he got smacked by. I just turn like this. Get my Warhammers into the city. The Warhammers would be a lot better. Now, I need to get out of this minefield. So let's hope for the best. My legs look okay, so I think I dodged it, or did I? Yeah, legs are still full strength, as far as I can tell. Now we need to get into the city here. What is this? It's a LRM carrier, Vedette. They're just perched on the rooftops in there. Up on the rooftop, boom, boom, boom. Little Mekhi's gonna cause my doom. Now the question is, do they come? Wow, okay, so we just get hit by some more artillery. Not too bad. Losing another edge to a head hit really stinks, though. Where did the aircraft go? This other one's flying off the map. I don't think there's anything he can really do about that. My heat has come down from being hit by the Inferno bombs. Done. I might have to start running some aircraft of my own if I can ever buy some. Fire. We're going to be putting some shots into this Victor here. It's kind of a shame that Zeus, instead of going up the street, opted to go through the building or climb the building. And we're gonna twist. I can get at least one PPC. I'll tell you what, we'll shoot the building. I cannot. It's blocked by line of sight. So we'll just fire off one. Well, he's still hot, so never mind. We'll skip firing with him. Hold your fire. Scoring some hits, couple PPC shots on the Victor there. Excellent. He's down. He's taken 2 head hits so far. He must have got hit by right there a large laser in the head. So he's got 1 armor left on that head. How's my salvage look? 20% salvage, so it's not great. But if we can knock out that Victor and leave him mostly intact, then that'll contribute quite a bit to the salvage pool, like the total salvage pool, because I get 20% of the salvage pool. And we didn't take any from the last battle. Okay. So that is down. Let's push the Warhammer in. That is our best close range fighter. Well, they are, the 2 Warhammers. I can go down here. I'm going to just walk because I don't want to make... Hang on. What if I make a piloting check? He needs a 3 and a 4. Not worth the risk. You can always, believe me, you can always roll snake eyes. Do I have any edge left with Odin here? Pilots. I don't know. Not sure, but I can push the Grand Dragon in. What? How many? I need a 4. Let's do it. Because if I can get him to get up and walk over onto this ice. Oh, yeah, he's on ice. So that's really convenient. Did I slide? Where's my Grand Dragon? There he is. All right, we're cool. And then this Wolverine landed on my mines, but I don't think he triggered them. I think he got. I think I need like a 7 or something to trigger. And my poor, awesome. I can walk like this, and can I see the building from here? I can't. Well, it says it's blocked by terrain, but don't know if I actually believe that. I want to just move him here to get him out of the line of sight of most of the enemy, and also try to get us out of like the where all the uh, artillery's firing there. I'm gonna jump in between these buildings, start infiltrating a bit with these Phoenix Hawks. Oh, nice! He knocked himself out. That Victor. I'm gonna jump again in between the buildings. That's why we brought the Phoenix Hawks to an urban fight. Interesting. Hits the intended hex. Hits the intended hex of 1708. So let's see where that went. There it is. So those are conventional 20 mines. All right, fair enough. We're going to fire at this building blocked by terrain. I don't know how. Target collapse. Nope, can't do that. So we got no targets. Hold up. Zeus. He's an 80-ton mech, right? He's standing on a building that's 99 construction factor. Can't hit the building, unfortunately. It's too low. This one here is in the way, I think. Blocked by terrain. There's too much stuff in between us, but I can at least fire a shot at the Zeus. And fire 2 shots at him. It's the old pattern for the awesome of 3-3-2-3 for your PPCs, unless you're standing still and you go 3-3-2. Let's start shooting at this Wolverine. Then I can shoot at the Wolverine, needing 10s. What if I fire at, well, I'll wait until I get closer, and then we can do some aim shots at the cockpit, perhaps. So just one shot with the PPC and the P-Hawk. Nah, needs a 12. I'm just going to save my heat this round. Another Warhammer down that way, needing 11. Why not? Oh, the Viper shot at the Victor and blew him up. That is unfortunate because we'd like to have kept that mech, but you know, it is one less thing on the field. Check the battle value here in just a second. So the air garrison, I think, do we need to destroy 75%? Yeah, so we got them down to 63. We got to get them down to 25, and we've already knocked out 25% of up 4. Do we have to worry about the artillery? We do not. So it's up 4 and air garrison. It would be fantastic to get this air garrison, the facility itself, off the map. So let's walk the Warhammer this way. What jumped around there? Oh, this thing back here. What is that again? It's a grasshopper. Well, I could walk Odin, like right. The thing is, I don't have to attack the base defenses. But I don't want to get on this ice either. Do not want to get on ice. He's okay. And then the Grand Dragon is going to back up into this forest here. The Warhammer is going to back up like this. The Phoenix Hawk is going to jump into this forest here. There we go. And this Phoenix Hawk is going to jump. Is there ice here? There's not. Oh, the Vedette tank hit some mines and got blowed up. That's up 4. The Grand Dragon just got hit by some artillery. And so did the Warhammer. Now, can I twist and fire? No, he didn't fly over me. So Really don't have shots on much here. Don't have shots on anything. This is very inconvenient. Not very nice. Nines. Yeah, we'll fire off some large laser. And how about an LRM flight? We'll just fire the LRMs to cool down with the Grand Dragon. This is very unfortunate with our Warhammers. I'd love to get them in there, but this planet, I don't like this planet. It's so icy. In 11, what if I turn and shoot at him? 10s. We can fire off a couple mediums. Actually, just one medium from the left arm and one machine gun from the left arm, which keeps our right arm for punching. I keep forgetting that the AI, the friendly AI, also has a Warhammer. And I can throw a punch at least with my right arm, needing an 11. He was smart to not try to kick me there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move the Warhammer up. Is that ice? It's a road with improved position. It has that thatched look to it because it's like in low ground. We can't actually see it. Let's move the Warhammer. The Grand Dragon will go here. And I guess we can get him ready for moving next round. Although he might get shot quite a lot. You know what? We're gonna do it. It's a Grand Dragon. If something goes wrong with it, then it's not the biggest loss ever. We're gonna move our Phoenix Hawk. We're gonna jump him back out of danger a bit. Height 1 building, height 3, so we can face back this way. He followed me. That is a juicy opportunity right there. We can shoot the building he's standing on, maybe, depending on how much construction factor it has. They are leveling the city. All right, what if I twist this way? Can I get shots on this aircraft? I cannot. Then I will twist this way and attack the building. So he's a 55-ton Wolverine standing on an 80 construction factor building. So we're going to fire 2 PPCs into it. One with the right arm. And we're going to fire with the Warhammer. I could just hit him with 7s. Twist and fire. I need 8s, so we're going to target the building. My Phoenix Hawk will target the building with the 2 mediums and the machine guns. The jumpy Phoenix Hawk over here will do the same thing. Couple mediums. machine guns. The dragon can target the Zeus. Yeah, he's going to fire at the Zeus. Needing a 9. And then this Warhammer can actually target the Wolverine on 7s. And we collapse the building. So down he goes. Yep, he takes 24 points of damage, and he's takes a pilot hit, and he's prone. So we're just going to skip. Here we go. Give him a kick. Needing 6s. Kicked his jump jet. That'll reduce his mobility. That'll help quite a lot here in the city fight if he can get back on his feet. Okay. Now, really don't want to walk into that minefield. But the good news is that their jumpy mech, here, here. The good news is that Wolverine is down. Need a 3. Come on. There we go. We're going to move the Warhammer up. Do the same with this Warhammer. Really don't like walking on this ice, but what choice do I have? Odin is going to back up so he can maybe get some shots on that Wolverine if he stands him up again. Then we're going to jump this Phoenix Hawk down to here. Nope. We're going to jump him down here. Nope. We're going to jump him here into the forest. There we go. All right, looks like he won initiative, so he gets to move that Wolverine last. So let's get the Phoenix Hawk out of here. That is our Grand Dragon. Somehow I lost track of him. We're going to jump over here. The Wolverine is on his feet. He fell one time. He's going to be in a position to kick the heck out of my awesome. Nope, he didn't even come that close. So let's twist and put 3 PPCs into him. And then we can also, we can't hit the building that this guy's on, so we're just going to hold our fire and save our heat. The Grand Dragon can hit him, maybe. Done. I think I have to twist it this way, back along the flight path to target the Thrush. Yeah. And then I can do 1 PPC at him. The P-Hawk can twist and get like a left arm. Nope. I can get that on a 9, but again, it's heat, so we're gonna hold fire for now. My poor little Warhammer is getting shot at by the Grasshopper, 1 large laser probably. LRM5. Okay. What if I twist and fire at the Thrush 10s, or I fire at the Zeus 9? Can't hit the building. Let's fire at the Zeus. 1 shot. Make it count. Wolverine goes down again. And we're going to skip attacks. Don't think we hit that thrush at all. But to be fair, we don't have anti-air in our force. Weirdly enough, this is one of those cases where you would actually want a rifleman in your army. Just spewing off AC5s. Why am I so hot? At 10 heat. What is going on here? So I can turn the Warhammer. It's going to come down here and do this clear hex. Is there ice? There's not. And I can turn and go that way. No. So it's +4 for ice. We're just going to turn. Nope. Like this. No. Wow, it's really just a flat +4 for turning on ice. What if I just pivot like this? There we go. That's very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. All right, let's get the Grand Dragon up here. I have kind of blocked myself in. What if I jump into here? And he's supported by, he's an 80-ton mech. You need to do 19 damage to bring the building down. So we're going to jump down here and turn this way. We're going to do the same with this other Phoenix Hawk. Guess we'll do that. The dragon. I'm gonna give him 0 movement modifier to hopefully draw some attention away from this Warhammer. I need a 7. Oh, that's so ugly. I can do this, and then next turn I can turn him that way. And then you'd have to turn again to, yeah, so I might as well just leave this Warhammer where he's at. Or I can back him up. Can't back him up over a, boy, I have really penned in my own Warhammer here until this other one can get out of the way. Viper takes a nasty direct hit. All right, well, this Wolverine's on his feet. We're at 12 heat. We're just going to fire 1 PPC and the small laser. And then I can finally target the building. 19 damage. I think I can do it. Hang on, let's check this other Phoenix Hawk first. Cool, I can hit it with the large laser. No, I can hit it with 2 mediums and the machine guns. And then this one will hit him with the large laser. Nope, hit the building with the large laser, a medium laser, and both machine guns, and I'll overheat a bit to do it. But the goal is just to knock that building down that the Zeus is standing on. Still can't. I can hit that turret, maybe. AC2, not worth it. Let's just fire off a PPC. Done. And done. Nice. Took out 2 more jump jets. I'm starting to take damage to my arm. go. We collapsed the building. The Grand Dragon just took some leg hits, I think. Skip. All right, so we destroyed his left leg. Yep, so the Wolverine's down for the count. The op4 is down to 52%. We really haven't had many shots. Haven't really had many shots at the aircrafts because they just haven't been flying over us. Okay, my Grand Dragon, yeah, he took a leg hit, so I'm just gonna hobble him into the forest there. The Warhammer is gonna go like this. Why? Oh, I'm turning on pavement. Okay, I'm gonna move up the other Warhammer to this sector here. And then the P-Hawk. Oh, this guy put himself on a building also. Construction factor 100. He's a 70-ton mech, so I got to do 30 damage to the building somehow. So what if I jump over and get back here? Yeah, that Zeus. Stupid Zeus. Need a 4. Can you stay on your feet? You can. All right. Oh my gosh, can you please stop with the artillery? All right. What can I shoot at? Can't shoot at that. I shoot down this way. I can shoot at these turrets a little bit. I could shoot at this guy needing 12s. I can shoot at that guy. I can shoot at him. He is a. This is the autocannon 2. This is the medium laser. So let's put a couple PPCs into the AC. Let's fire into the building here. I'll be overheating like crazy. I can hit the building he's standing on. I can shoot at the turret. It's worth it. I'll build up a little bit of heat, but maybe I can finally take the turret down. Firing at the building. Done. And twist. Nothing. Can't hit anything. Okay. Fine. Oh, I had Inferno ammo. That's where I was getting all that extra heat from on that Wolverine. So we collapsed the building on the Grasshopper. My Phoenix Hawk fell over for some reason. Oh, he took 20 damage. Okay. That explains it. Done. We're going to have to get that Phoenix Hawk out of there. I can kick the Grasshopper that's laying down. Hopefully I won't lose my leg in the process to the Zeus. All right, cool. You missed me. We'll take it. Time to get my Phoenix Hawks out of there for a minute. I need to get them out, cool them down, take a little bit of a deep breath. The Sparrowhawk's out of control. Lost an elevation, which would be very cool if he was flying over the city. So the Sparrowhawk is down here. Yep, he lost control. He's still at height 3, so he's okay. Um, let's jump. Oops, let's jump this Phoenix Hawk. Well, hang on. We have to get that Phoenix Hawk up first. So let's move this Warhammer. You know what? On 3s, we're okay. Odin, I think, is just going to chill out back here. My armor's not looking great for him. So what can I do? I can turn him like this and slowly start getting out of here. We're going to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay still. I'm gonna hug this building. I think he's in line of sight to that one of the turrets. And then, so they've all moved. So this Phoenix Hawk would like to get up. And is he in a forest or anything? He's not. Like this. Boy, he really can't. He's running really hot. I can move here at least. I might as well just move like this. It's the same result. I just want to get him out of melee range. Oh, he fell down. Okay. Well, let's get up and go this way. Cool. And then we're going to jump the other Phoenix Hawk just out of the immediate area. I'm not going far, just enough to get me out, save a little bit of heat. So where did the bombers go? Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. They hit their own turrets with artillery. So that is out of control. That's out of control. Well, it's not out of control, but it's leaving the map. All right, so things are not looking great here. But I can at least shoot at these turrets down here. Luckily, he hit my arm that doesn't have any weaponry in it. We're going to twist. We're going to fire off just the machine guns. We're going to get pummeled, absolutely pummeled in return here. Twist. Nothing. And nothing. And nothing. Just need the Phoenix Hawk to stay on its feet. Well, he lost a bunch of jump jets, but he's still alive. And he fell. Oh, heck. Okay. Well, I might have to eject that Phoenix Hawk just to try to save him. I really need to get my Warhammers down here. Alright, so he flew off the map. Normally you're limited on how many times you can fly off the map. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. I'm gonna move our Warhammer up. Just running through the city, helter skelter. run away. And we'll replace you with the Grand Dragon. Although, it's not the best move I could make. I want to stay far enough away that my PPC isn't at minimum. Jump. Hang on, this is the Zeus. What kind of close weapons does he have? He has a large laser and a medium. 135. Okay, so we're going to jump up here. How tall is this building? Height 2, height 3. We're going to be behind the Zeus, so I can shoot into his back. Odin can twist and get his right arm on this turret down here. Done. Phoenix Hawk can twist and get his right arm's gone. So he's just going to skip firing. Actually, we're going to hold off on the medium. We're going to need the heat. No, we won't. I was going to say we're going to need the heat next turn, but if we're not firing the PPC because of minimum range, probably, then we don't need it. Skip. And I can put my close range weapons into his back. Oops. Hang on. A little bit of a delay on my clicks here. Done. This is a very long battle. And we're going to put 2 PPC rounds into the turret. Hopefully knock it out. Well, I mean, we're doing some damage to him. Skip. Skip. I can't kick him. I'm too high. So they flew off the map again. Yeah, and they'll be back. Like, it's going to keep letting them come back over and over and over, which is unfortunate. All right, Odin, run. And I'm going to jump you into these buildings. Height 2, that's enough to hide me. Let's get Warhammer in here. Let's get the other Warhammer in here. He's taken quite the battering. And then the Dargon can go down here like this. Nope. Oh, he has a damaged leg. Okay, so we're gonna back up a little bit like that. Reduce our exposure. We're gonna jump just out of the way here again. How tall is this building? Height 3, so that protects me, or it should protect me. Again, we don't want to stand still, essentially. Oh, cool, my Warhammer fell. Fantastic. Told you. It's going to happen. Can I shoot at this aircraft? 12s? Ripple off 2 PPCs at him. Skip. Oh no, my Warhammer's inside a building. He's not going to be able to get back up. That's bad. We're going to twist. Skip. Skip. Then my Warhammer has some shots. 7s. Just fire off 1 for now. And he misses. Needed average rolls. Alright, so Odin He's just going to turn a little bit to face the battlefield, essentially. He's just going to be playing sentry duty there. Get up, face this way. Let's see. Get up, face this way. So he's up, he's on his feet. Fortunately, he's like under the building, I think. This is the grasshopper. It can jump 4 hexes, so I gotta be a little bit cautious here. Turn like this. Okay, we knew there was a chance of that. So he's gonna get kicked in the head, potentially. Fortunately, I'll be able to just be able to completely unload with that warhammer. Skip 9. So fire, I need 7s. Done. I can fire from inside the building, I guess. And you know what? We're backstabbing. We're jumping in and out backstabbing, so we can just unload everything. Grasshopper's still on his feet. Please don't kick my head. Kick this Zeus. I can punch him with my PPC arms. Kick me in the left torso. Ow. Hey, I took out the hip and foot on Mr. Zeus there. Now we are going to say that if these aircraft won't fly over us and give us a chance to attack them, then they're not going to be part of the battle. We're just going to count them out because I don't want to just do this all night where they refuse to actually engage. Is that ice? No. The Phoenix Hawk is we can back up the dragon. We can get the Warhammer. What do I have to do? I have to get a climb mode, I think. Climb mode. And then I can get out. Cool. See if he falls down again. And then the P-Hawk is just gonna. The Warhammer is gonna stand still. Yeah, Warhammer is gonna stand still. P-Hawk's gonna stand still. All right, what are the aircraft doing? Are they coming near us? Are they actually going to come near us? Not really. They're actively evading. Twist. Yeah, they're not actually participating in the battle, so we're not going to be beholden to fighting them if they're not actually going to fight us. So we're going to fire a couple mediums here. We're going to fire our PPCs. 10s versus 4. We're going to fire off 1 PPC that way. We're going to backstab this guy again with, we're going to leave the large laser out of it this time. And then I can hit him with potentially all my little guns. Well, not a whole lot of my little guns because some of them got destroyed. We'll fire a PPC to round it up to an even 18 heat. Well, we hit his LRM ammo, but he used it all up. Lucky for him. Skip. And give him another kick. Right leg. Done. All right. We just need to get like 8% more off of these mechs and we'll be done with this thing, because I'm not going to fool around with these aircraft. I really don't want to just keep letting them fly around in circles. Jump over here. We're going to, yep, the Zeus has knocked himself out. The dragon is going to back up into the forest. Phoenix Hawk's going to jump away and hide. How's this Warhammer look? His right torso's open. He has ammo in there. So we're going to, this Warhammer, left torso's open. He's okay. He's going to go like this. This Warhammer is going to go like this. And the Zeus is blacked out. The oh, the pilot got hit by artillery. Fine. Oh, now they finally fly over me? Okay, well. Done. They've had the entire game to actually fly over and be shot at. I still don't want to fool with them, honestly. It's just bugging me. Double PPCs. Or do skip the Phoenix Hawk. Or unload into this fella here. Why are my numbers so bad? I guess he is being a jumpy boy. Grasshopper's still on his feet, unfortunately. So we're going to trade kicks. Can't trade kicks for whatever reason. He must be a level higher than me. He missed a kick. Wasn't paying attention to that. The Lucifer is out of control. It lost 5 elevation and plowed into the ground. That's hit done. All right. Well, the Zeus is crippled. It's knocked out. That has to be at least 6% of the Op 4. The air garrison, they don't want to actually fight, so we're just going to do victory on this one. This is too much. Too tedious. We've captured the facility. Or destroyed it, or whatever the heck. Okay. We're going to go find the Lucifer. Where's it at? It's here on the ground. So it plowed in. But it can still take off again. It's not destroyed. Is this over or what? Okay. Man, what a long episode. I'm sorry this is such a long one here. These city fights really seem to drag it out. Yes, we control the battlefield. Yes, we won. We recover all of our stuff at least. Now it's going to be a curious situation here. So these do not escape. Turrets do not escape. That thrush escapes. The sparrowhawk escaped. The lucifer got away. Grasshopper, I didn't take it down, so it got away. The offboard artillery, I can't do anything about them. But we do capture the Zeus, and let's see here. We want some money. We want something we can salvage. So what if we salvage this? We can't. That's too much. What if we salvage that and that? We can sell them off at least. Hmm. We'll hold off a little bit longer. We might get something we actually want later on. So the Wolverine died to Odin. The pilot got hit by artillery. The Lightning got hit by someone early on. It was one of the Warhammers. So we'll just see number 3. This guy got hit by mines. This went down to the Phoenix Hawk. I don't know if that's 1 or 2. We'll just say one of the Phoenix Hawks. The Victor went down to one of the Warhammers. So we'll say Warhammer number 2. And the laser turret died to, I think Odin got the kill on the laser turret. Or no, that died to artillery. Okay. Objective, we have forced the withdrawal. You know what? If you're not going to participate in the fight, then you withdrew. Aircraft, sorry. But like that's in the spirit of the thing, you withdrew. You're not actually fighting us. You're just flying around. We get rid of all those turrets, essentially. Gosh. Those are gone. And then that's it. Jeez. Ay caramba. Repair bay. Still missing legs left and right. In this case, right. So hey, there are legs in stock. So we're going to salvage that heatsink. Then we're going to go back to repair mode. Repairable right leg. I don't understand. Right leg. Let's salvage it. Right arm, left arm, right arm. Left leg. Left torso. Right torso. Huh. Alright, do we go back to repair? I gotta go down here to the right leg. There we go. Replace right leg. And we'll have the elite tech do that. They are in the basic repair facility. Cool. At least we didn't destroy the part. And then we have the other Ostrock. Who needs a left arm. Okay. Geez, I was hoping to get more than one mission done this time around, but we're have to go destroy the artillery base next. Charlie Lance is involved in that. So we have to go with, yep, that is that's today. So we have to deploy Baker Lance, and we can reinforce it with some of this stuff if we really wanted to, but it's damaged, or it's actually in battle. Commit, and then we're going to reinforce with Charlie Lance if we can. Commit. We'll spend all of our support points to reduce the roll. Cool. So next time around, we're going to save the game here. I'm going to play it now, but you'll be seeing it tomorrow. So we're gonna do the artillery base. Hopefully, get it out of the way. But I appreciate you so much if you're still around. I'm sorry that took so long, but as you saw, um, the enemy really was just playing hide and seek. Like their mechs didn't, other than the victor, their mechs really didn't come out and try to engage with us or anything of the sort. So we had to go in and dig them out. Walking on ice, blah blah blah. All right, I'll see you next time.